but everything's over now. Crypto is done. We're going to zero. Bitcoin's headed back down, making new lows. Look at this. Look at this daily candle. Everything is over. The bears are back in full force on Twitter. And basically, you might as well be shorting the entire market because, again, it's going to zero. What's good? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. I'm just kidding. That was obviously satire. It's insane to me how 2 days of red candles in a row really does change the entire sentiment on Twitter. Everyone is talking about how Bitcoin is going to crash and how the bears are back in action. And the Bitcoin spot ETF got delayed again, or for the first time, even though we knew that was going to happen. We made a video about it as soon as the ETF was first applied because it was obvious to anyone who has any idea what's happening in crypto. It's if you know how the game is played, you understood it was going to get delayed. It's going to continue to get delayed until the last possible opportunity for it to get approved. And then if it's going to get approved, it'll be then. And that happens to line up with the halving. Again, everything continues to line up with the halving next year, March of 2024. So you guys everyone can continue to panic if they want to. You and I are going to remain level-headed, and we're going to make some money here in the meantime. All right, let's zoom in on the daily here. Bitcoin happens to have a beautiful chart here for us to be shorting. Everything looks immaculate for us to be shorting. This pattern is perfect. Over here, not so much, but that's okay. We can mostly ignore that. Again, if you look at the pattern continuation from yesterday, I wish that there was a 24-hour, like a rolling 24-hour VWAP chart that I could pay attention to, because this would have continued like this, right? And then it probably would have lined up here and then meshed in at this point, but it would have been rejected again here and here and here. So if you can stretch it with your imagination a little bit, you can see the pattern is continuing on and on and on. With that being said, the shorting opportunity was back here about an hour ago. So if we were awake and trading back here, it would have been a great opportunity to have taken a short on Bitcoin, be up 0.2%, which is not a lot, but again, we're looking for consistency in the pattern, and here it goes. It continues to fulfill what we're looking for. That's where the leverage comes into play though, right? When the pattern is this clean and the moves are just tiny, that's just a symptom of the market that we're currently in, right? There's no volume, there's no volatility, everyth's just a slow bleed right now. And then we have like 3 days of skyrocketing and then a slow bleed and then a couple days of skyrocketing. You have to learn and adapt to trade in the market that you're currently in. You can't fight it too much. So if you see moves that are 0.26, a quarter of a percent, that's when you use the 20x leverage. And it's aggressive, yes, but then that 0.26% move on Bitcoin ends up being a 5% gain on your portfolio or on your position, which is perfect. That's a lot. That's an insane gain for a trade. You just gotta, you use it as a tool, right? You just use it as a tool. Everything. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum was even better. Ethereum was holding up even better. So this is a day that it's worth paying attention to see if these patterns are going to continue out. If we look at Solana was the trade we took yesterday, and goddamn, I wish that we had held on to it a little bit longer. I entered the trade right here, and then I took my profits right here. I remember specifically that wick that I just circled that you can't really see. Let me zoom in over there. I remember specifically taking profits on this wick because I felt like a genius. I felt like everything was perfect and I timed the top and the bottom immaculately. And goddamn, I should have held. I should have continued holding because look at that. That would have been the most insane play and it's still bleeding. So that would have been a great swing trade on Sol, the short. But that's all right. We continue to learn. We continue to move forward. Let's scroll through real quick and see if anything's got a good setup. The market's kind of moving in unison right now. The market's moving in tandem. So I don't know that there will be a great setup. Everything looks like it's going to be down a little bit. Yeah, look at how clean all of that is though. Okay. H-bar is bouncing. H-bar, that's good. Good on H-bar. I want that. That thing's in my portfolio for a long-term play. I want that coming back to life. Must have been bad news for XRP that I missed. Look at that. That is an aggressive candle. 6% down. Goddamn. Aptos too. Wow, wait, what did I miss yesterday? I know we saw Solana had the big downward spike, but I just didn't think anything of it. But these are big and ubiquitous. That's the Nasdaq. Yeah, all right, yeah. Let's go. Let's look at Crypto Panic. Am I actually live right now? Can you guys see? I have the chat here. Usually by now Dream has popped in here. I'm gonna just double check because I don't want to be live the whole time. Yeah, there we go. Let's go! That one live watcher. Let's go! Go hot. Coinbase granted permission to offer Bitcoin and Ethereum futures in the US. Damn. That's a tough headline. Hacker creates meme coin after stealing $870,000 from RocketSwap on Base, Coinbase's new platform. There we go. I love that there's a negative connotation. Let me get it. Don't want that popping up again. I love how there's a negative connotation with the word FUD. What's the source of the new FUD? FUD is important. We talk about it all the time. FUD is super important. Oh. Yeah, again, there was literally no reason for the market to... That should have been expected. We talked about that in the very beginning. This should have been expected. There should have been almost zero price action involved in that. We knew it was going to get denied, delayed. It's going to continue to get pushed back. It's silly to think anything else. Yeah, so basically we're just chilling. We're going to wait and see if we can come back up to the VWAP. Again, every single day we come looking for these patterns. It's not often that we get a beautiful setup like this. However, we should have been trading an hour ago. What time is it right now? Yeah, wait. Let me see exactly how long ago. We should have been trading 45 minutes ago. That's when we would have seen the setup and taken action on that setup. Ideally, right now, okay, what I want to see happen ideally is for this to break lower. As I say that, it starts shooting back up. The reason being is because I like seeing a downtrend. If I'm going to short, I want to see a downtrend. And right now, we've seen a quadruple bottom, which is kind of funny. So to feel more confident, I would like to see it make a lower low and then come back up. So that and make a lower high, you know? What's good, Dream? What's good? Welcome. I got my Florida mug here. I'm actually going to take a picture of the setup here because it's going to be funny to think back on. Spin the mug, spin the mug. Hold on. Taking photos. Photo op. Okay. We're moving soon. We're moving. We're gonna get a new studio. However, I don't have the funds to decorate the studio and deck it out the way I want to do it. So it's gonna be like pieced together over the next several months. Hopefully, I can get it looking good before we move again. Because this is just a stepping stone in our real estate journey, right? She's buying this condo. The entire goal is to flip the condo and then turn it into a rental. Rather than sell it at the end of the flip, turn it into a rental. If everything goes well and the market does not totally crash, which obviously is a possibility. However, I don't think it's that strong of a possibility. Wow, my brain. St. Pete, Florida, real estate value. Redfin. I don't think it's that strong of a possibility. However, looking at comps in this area of St. Petersburg, We got it for, or she got it. I had nothing to do with the deal. She got it for under $60,000 below market value, and it's probably going to cost us about 15 grand to fix it up, which means that there's that $45,000 of value in there, and it would be a $300,000 property if we fix it up appropriately, and to have then $55,000 of equity in there, you're looking at pretty close to that 20% threshold. So then you can get the PMI off of it and have a good, solid rental property with pretty moderate payments that you have to make. Heard renting horror stories, but you could win big. I guarantee you, Dream, without a shadow of doubt in my mind, there will be so many rental horror stories. That's how all of my journey goes. Always, 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 I hit those horror stories. I have so many horror stories from crypto. I have so many horror stories from investing in stock market. I have so many horror stories from trying to make content. Like, guarantee you I'm going to hit some of them. But it's still going to be a win big. There's no could involved. I know that when I put my mind to stuff, it's going to become successful. But look at this. It's back at all-time highs. I fully expected this to have some level of a crash, a decline. If you look from peak here in July 2022, it was 410, and trough was 370. That is a 10% decline. So the housing market crashed by 10%, which is on par with what I was expecting. I expected 10 to 20% correction, and we saw the 10% correction. I just kind of thought it would be a little bit more aggressive than that. And now we're back up. It's back up pushing. It's already pushed over all-time highs again. It's crazy. This market is the most insane thing ever. We saw the spike up, and then it came right back down. And I mean, hopefully, to be honest, it continues to trend up for a little bit because we need to stabilize. But either way, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be super exciting. A saying I've developed, hopefully didn't steal: once you've gone through hell, everything else is easier. You should put that on a mug, Dream. That is so 100% fact. Like, everything else becomes easier when you compare it to the struggles that you've gone through. Also, I wouldn't worry about stealing anything. No, there are no rules in this game. It literally does not matter. No, nothing is original. No thought that you've had is likely original. Someone else has probably already thought about it, but I get really deep into that side of thought processes and that side of like human psyche versus theoretical shit. It usually bores people, so we won't get too deep into it. I do a lot of thinking. Ada's dying right here. Ada is dying. Holy shit. Look at that. That's not good for Cardano. That's not looking good at all. The spike and then a slow bleed. It should have held this. It did not. It broke all formation. It's coming back down to 25 cents. It's at 27 cents. Sad but true. Oh, I wanted to show the portfolio. The portfolio is down. That's what I had pulled up. The portfolio is down today. Down a good chunk, too. We had hit a peak over here of $634. And then just in the last 24 hours, it fell down to 609. It's at 617 right now. The chart long-term still looks good, right? The swings are just starting to get a little bit more volatile. The swings are getting a little bit bigger, which I love. That's what we wanted. That's what we've been waiting for. It's because HBAR and Saucer Swap, which were holding everything up after Kaspa started to retrace, they both are fully retracing at this point. Let's look at Kaspa. Kaspa, I was getting really close to my first take profit mark. You know? The first tranche of taking profits was going to be just over 6 cents. We hit 5 cents and pulled right back. We are showing good support here, right at this peak, right at the previous all-time high, right? So I'm not worried yet, but if we do see some big breakdown, Yeah, my like take profits will probably be off the table for a little bit. So that's kind of sad dream. Spent my childhood mostly alone. I know what it's like to think too much. It can be dangerous. It's good if you have controlled thought, but if you don't control it, it gets pretty scary sometimes in there, right? I know you know. I think everyone can resonate with that to some capacity, though. Most people. Obviously not everyone. Most people, I think, can resonate with that. This map right here is effectively why I picked St. Petersburg. Look at this. People are moving to St. Pete from New York, Washington. People are leaving St. Pete for Sarasota, Orlando, which is Sarasota's still right there. This map is a big reason why I picked Tampa, St. Pete area. Plus the beaches are just immaculate. RPL. RPL. After I get my car back, I'm hoping to be able to get back into investing. That's reasonable. I haven't had a car since I moved down here a year ago. Are you talking about this? Damn, that's some pretty aggressive price action there. That candle just loaded in real quick. You see how fast that just happened? If this can be a Doja Cat candle, then you're looking at a 1, 2, 3 play. Not even. It's just going to continue roaring. How did you find that so quick? You got a scanner going right now? You just saw something break out? What move is that? 2%. Okay, not the most insane. Oh, there we go. As I said that. Literally as I said, not the most insane. It continues to skyrocket. Yeah, so it's... Let's see on a little bit larger of a time frame here. 5 minutes, nothing too crazy. It's in the process of breaking out right there. There's a lot of headwind that it has to get through before it can go on like an insane run. Filter on FMX, nice. There's a lot of headwind that it has to get through before it can go on an insane run. However, it's obviously got a lot of momentum behind it right there. I would look to see if it could touch up to 29.30. Basically squeezing liquidity from the community. This is definitely some sort of a squeeze. A lot of money flowing in, whether it's from people shorting, covering, or people buying on a news outbreak. I would look for a lot of resistance at 29.30. If it does pop all the way up there, it's headed there very quickly. And then if it was to break through that, although you got another spot that it has to break through right above it at like 30.20. Probably every whole dollar after until it was up here at 36. But I don't know. I don't touch this kind of stuff. This is not for Patrick trading. It is fun to watch though. Those are some massive candlesticks. Remember we were saying that every candle is a war. Every candle is a war between buyers and sellers. They're arguing, they're fighting over what the price of that asset should be. This is an aggressive war. There's a lot of foot soldiers dying in this war here. The size of those candlesticks tells you that both sides are pretty evenly matched here. We got buyers who continue to do giant flanks only to be cut right back down from the sellers. Yep. So that pump doesn't have the same level of strength. This candle right here was a very clear victory for the bulls. But these candles, even though the price moved up, it was indecisive because of the large wicks. So that even though the price continued to go up and those were green candles, a lot of buyers died in this. A lot of the bulls died. Some of the bulls that ran into the battlefield up here, they got slaughtered. The bears came in and just took them out. They took their life. They're done. They're out of this market. They just got liquidated. They went in with 1000x and they got whoosh, followed by the red candle here. But now the same thing's happening on the flip side, right? You see that? there's a not as big of a body. What we would have seen here, if the bears had won this candlestick, you would have seen the body open and close lower. That would have been a bearish engulfing candle. That would have been a clear victory for the bears, but we didn't see that. We saw another wick. So some of the short sellers entered in down here on the wick, and then they got slaughtered by the buyers. You got to be able to read these candles. Each one is a battle. They all have a little story in them if you can use your imagination somewhat. So this just tells us that there's an evenly matched fight. So whatever is causing it to skyrocket is not necessarily getting all the bots in. This is likely more people playing this move. It was the only positive thing on the exchange. You caught that perfectly. Like, you caught the timing immaculately. If we could see, yep, okay, so that was a clear victory for the bulls. So that means that this was the pullback. We're probably going to shoot really quickly back up to 28.50 if I had to guess. I'm guessing here, right? Because that was the first green candle in a minute. That was the not in a minute. Well, I guess technically in a minute, but it was the first green candle that was a large body without a wick. So a clear dub for the bulls. This is fun. It's a little storytelling here. I want to see, let's see if things are moving back up. Yeah, so the whole market started moving back up. We're getting close to being able to take the trade though. Hopefully we can take the trade while we're on the live stream, because I got to go get ready for the classroom later today. But I'm waiting to see if we can come up here. I want to take the trade somewhere in here, in this area. Let's get back to RPL though. That's fun. Oh. These wicks were telling us that it was not going to be a smooth pump. There's a lot of contention here. So it's back and forth. Bears win, bulls win, bulls win, bears win, bears win, bulls win, you know? These wicks were telling us a lot of information. Even though they looked super bullish, price was going up, they're not as strong. They're not as decisive. So it means that you have to be more cautious with things. You have to time it a little bit better. It's not as clean of a breakout. However, this Doji Cat candle here, we might get a nice Doji Cat. A Doji Cat would be beautiful for the bulls. That would mean they held the line good. What time is the class? 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Dream. You're probably going to be asleep, but we record all of them, so they're all locked in history. Every classroom I've ever done, there's a link in the Discord for it. Most of them, I believe, are in the classroom section. So, yeah. Despite getting a little bit of a doji here, we still saw price continue to come down. Let's see what the moving average ribbon, nothing has caught up with it yet. It's because we don't have any exponential moving averages. You need an EMA. RPL, RPL, RPL. Do we have any reason? Do we know why? Oh, this is the thing that just got hacked. RPL just got hacked, right? That's what Crypto Panic said. Where is it? Remember? Yeah. Oh, Rocket Swap. This is Rocket Pool. Okay. Alright. Alright. I take it back. I take it back. Yeah, it's losing momentum, losing steam. We'll keep it there for a second. We'll duplicate and go over to back to Ethereum and see what's going on over there. Back at ETHgate. I love coffee. I'm gonna actually keep this over here for a minute so that I can keep an eye on things, but I want to show you the portfolio. I want to talk about the portfolio with y'all for a minute. So it's right now we are 29% cash, okay? We have a good $177 in cash right now. I want to deploy it. Going from having time off to working, I feel like I have zero time in a day. I love caffeine with the tingles. Yeah, the zero time in the day is, it's tough. It's tough trying to balance everything. I don't know if I would be able to create content if I had to have a complete full-time job. I tried when I was working overnights, especially not overnights. I was doing it for a little bit, but it was not good content, and it was not super consistent because it was just mentally draining to try and do the both. So I have huge props to people who are able to work a full-time job and create content all the time. That's very, very impressive. Especially overnights. Overnights are deadly. Overnights, I would never recommend that to anyone. So 29% of the portfolio is at USDC. So we still have a good amount of cash as a percentage of the portfolio to deploy if we do see a good sizable pullback with Bitcoin here. We got to be quick with it though, because while Bitcoin is looking kind of bearish with everything, the moves have been a slow bleed and then all of a sudden it pumps. So I feel like when they get to a certain price point, we got to take advantage of it, such as ICP right here at 372. I didn't think we would see this again. I'm going to add more to it. I'm going to double down on my ICP position here. I want to use some of the cash. I don't care if it's going to continue to go down for a little bit more, because at 372, something very interesting happens, okay? For my portfolio specifically, see how my average buy-in price is $4.10 for 20 ICP, okay? So we got 4.1 times 220.1, which means I put in $82.41 minus, I want to put in, I want to put in another, I want to get the average buy-in price for ICP under $4. I think it would look beautiful if I could get a 3 on that portfolio, in this portfolio here. If I could get ICP for $3.99 something. So I need to figure out how much more I need to buy at 372 in order to have my cost basis go below $4. So if I have 20 right now, if I was to, we'll get another calculator out. I know there's a way to do it backwards, but my brain's not allowing me to actually do it right now. So if I was to buy $30 more of it, divided by 3.72, I'd get 8 more ICP. My total invested into it would be plus 30 equals, divided by, I would now have 28.1. Ooh, okay, so I need to buy, if I buy 9 more ICP, my cost basis will go under $4. You see how I did that? See how that makes sense to everyone? I might as well just round it up to a 30. If I buy 9.9 more ICP, my cost basis will be immaculate. And screw this one. This is the only one that's messed me up. I just got excited. I wanted to add it to the portfolio right away. 29% cash on the side is really good. I agree. I think we're positioned well in this portfolio. I got some coins in here. We've been growing consistently, and I'm ready for any kind of a pullback that happens. So I honestly, you're going to hate me for this one. I might sell out of the Matic in this portfolio. I don't know that it has I'm up a little bit on it. Nothing really. I'm up $1. I don't know that it is warranted in this. I'm not going to dump all of my Matic from what's in my personal portfolio. I'm still bullish on Matic, and I think I'd be foolish not to have it. Just talking specifically in this portfolio, I don't know that it has its place. I think I got to ramp it up with some other stuff. I already got established things like Quant and ICP. arguably H-bar, but I don't think I can put H-bar in the same camp as Matic, right? Quant I feel confident with, and ICP I feel confident with, and I think the upside for those two is more than Matic. So I don't know. I might sell out of Matic. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Am I being a little bit ridiculous? I think confidently Matic has an 8x from where I bought it at. I think confidently Matic has an 8x. VitaDAO. Yeah, I need more genomics plays. This is super risky. I need more genomics plays. 100%. Decentralized science. The other thing I was looking at also, which I need to finish doing my research on. I just have been losing a ton of time. I'm super happy to see that it's down 30% today. That actually kind of makes my day. Quick intel. This is like a token sniffer. You guys, I know Dream uses token sniffer. This is like a token sniffer meets Tap Tool, right? What is it? Tap Tools, yeah. It's like token sniffer meets Tap Tools. You can actually see, I believe they have a partnership here. I thought they had a partnership here. Oh well. I think if you're looking for... That's right. They just do a lot. I kind of like it. I'm thinking I'm bullish on it. Oh yay! Oh, Dex Tools. That's what it was. Dex Tools. They got a partner with Dex Tools. I don't know. Super small. $2 million market cap. Definitely super risky. I need more like VitaDAO though. I need to have a position in it. I don't even own any in my personal portfolio. Keep dying. God damn it. Keep dying. Keep going down. Keep going. I have a lot of Vita. Nice. Nice. I think it's a solid play. RPL. I'm kind of done looking at this. It was good. If you were able to catch that pump, it was pretty nice. It wasn't the most insane pump, though. It was 7%, really. It's kind of finding support here. I would not be shocked if it bled more, if it continued to bleed here. But this is the VWAP coming in and having some price action support. I don't think I was allowed to talk about it. I have 100 VitaDAO, but it's down for me. I didn't think I was allowed to talk about it. Dream, you can talk about anything. You can literally talk about anything you want. Literally anything you want. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. A lot of these DeSci plays, like, a lot of these decentralized science plays are going to be bleeders. They're going to be bleeding a lot. Wait. How are you down on it? Did you buy it back here? Josh talked about it in class. I gotta go watch the class. A lot of the decentralized science plays are gonna be bleeders for a while because there's no social sentiment behind them. Nobody gives a shit about decentralized science, and it's very convoluted for people. It's very difficult to understand, and so a lot of people just don't care. You're under $3. That's not the craziest. It's tiny. It's still small. It's still a very small thing. I know it says $177 million market cap, but that's not really accurate. That's its fully diluted market cap. You have to look at fully diluted versus circulating supply for market cap, and it's a level higher than what we normally talk about. Usually, especially if I'm making content, I don't talk about this kind of stuff because it just confuses people. Market cap for people, whatever reason, is already kind of confusing, but 177, 575, 418, right? Times the circulating supply, 0.1404, means the current market cap is realistically, like the functional market cap, the circulating market cap is 25 million, which is very tiny. The problem is People see it's only up 14% in circulation. That is irrelevant. What matters is how long it's going to take them to get to fully diluted, okay? If it's going to take, I don't know off the top of my head, okay? I do not know off the top of my head. I'm just using examples. If it's going to take them 6 months to get to fully diluted, then you're going to get decimated. You're going to get absolutely destroyed, and it's better to use the fully diluted market cap when you're doing your price analysis. If it's going to take them 30 years to get there, and it's slow and it's steady and it's consistent and it's predictable, then this number is irrelevant. There's no need to pay any attention to it. What you pay attention to is the functional market cap, the circulating market cap. So you have to that's part of the due diligence. You got to look a step further and perform different analysis based off of every project's ability to get to fully diluted. It's super crucial to be able to think freely with it and not just look at numbers and be like, oh, 14% bad. No, 14% does not automatically mean bad. That's why I had confidence getting into a lake position, small, super, super small, because I understand this can, it's up 15% on the day. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? They must have gotten some new partnerships. They must have gotten some new something. 1.38%. 1.38% of the supply is in circulation. But it is going to take an extremely long time for that total supply to get fully into circulation, because it's only being issued when new partners come into the ecosystem, when new members of the ecosystem, not speculators, actual customers get introduced. And those customers have to lock up their coins. I went through the process to see how it would look to get initiated. You have to lock them up. So it's going to take an extremely long time, which is why, even though it says it's got a $14 million market cap, only 1.38% of that is actually in supply. So 14,289,064 times 0.0138. Its functional market cap is 200,000. It's going to be super volatile. This project is worth $200,000 right now. One good buyer is going to cause the price to pump like that. That's why it's super squared off. Everything that happens is super squared, because you get one person to buy and then people take profits. When I bought this, I watched on the chart my buy of like $50 changed the price. Okay? Okay. Let's get back to the trading. Ethereum is starting to pump. Oh, one more time, baby. One more time. Go back to my portfolio here. Yeah, you can see the volume. I forget where the volume. Yeah, volume. Look at that. The volume. Oh, the market cap's here. I don't know why I'm being silly with it. I didn't have to do any of the math. The volume is $1,600 today. The volume is $1,600 today. It's crazy. There's a good chance that this goes to zero. I just want you to be fully aware. This is a massive, massive speculation. But I think it's worthy. I think it's worthy of speculation. I might have to depart and go start the classroom preparations. I wrote it, I forget the name of it right now, but I wrote it specifically for, wow, I should have Discord pulled up still. I'm going to pull it up. Specifically for Ryan in Discord, we're doing the classroom on LPT, Live Peer. We're going to do some due diligence on Live Peer, see if it's worthy, see if we should have any exposure to it. I'm going to be watching closely. I will keep you guys posted. I'm going to see if there's anything better than Ethereum. Any patterns that look better? Bitcoin, nah. I mean, Bitcoin, yes, if it can come back up to that VWAP, it looks pretty good, but no different than Ethereum. ADA is starting to have a little bit of a bounce. The pattern's not looking super clean for us. Matic is too far away. Solana, you could argue that it's going to be good to continue trading Solana. H bar pattern is not there. XRP pattern's not really there. You could argue it, but I don't think it would be worth it. Can you stop being so far away? Aptos, nah. ARB, nah. Binance, nah. And Aave. Aave maybe, but where Ethereum just looks too beautiful. Ethereum just looks too beautiful. Is this finally starting to fall? Is this finally like, yes. Okay, so the swing trade, I should have doubled down on my goddamn. I should have doubled down on my conviction with this. Remember when we were shorting it up here? We just I wanted to wait for some confirmation. We kept getting stopped out because I was too aggressive too early with it. This is the confirmation we were waiting for. This is a good move. That is a shit ton of money if we'd continued to stay through that. 6%. Not bad in the slightest. I still think we're going to $52. Just putting it out there. But I am going to stick with Ethereum. I'll let you know in the Discord. Your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully you found this worth investing into. I appreciate you guys so much for being here with me, and I will see you in the classroom later today. Maybe in the TikTok live stream, but we'll see.